What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the world according to Briggs. I am just outside of Portland, Oregon, and I gotta tell you, it's kind of cold for us. I say for us because I know there's a few cities in the country right now that are well below zero. About 3 weeks ago, I did a video about the coldest states, and I thought today I would help get your mind off the cold, your aching knees, chattering teeth, and look at cities that get the most sun. Yes, sunshine, something we haven't seen much of in Portland for about 5 months. And for those of you in Portland that want to bring up the fact that we had like 2 sunny days 3 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago, stop typing. Don't nitpick. Sunlight is very important to human beings. Sunlight can improve your mood, may prevent us from eating too much. It helps stimulate the body's production of vitamin D. It can help clear up skin conditions like psoriasis. It may even help maintain the efficiency of the human eye. And that'll be good for all of you when I start making videos in 8K someday. The sun can also do bad things. So too much is a bad thing. Too much of anything's really a bad thing. So wear sunscreen, sunblock, whatever you want to call it. To make this video, I looked at data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration to determine the sunniest cities in the United States and rank them by the percentage of days with possible sunshine on average. Now, that's how we're going to do this video. Stay to the end of the video. I'll have a question for you about the subject of future videos. See which ones you prefer. I guess if we're talking sunshine, we got to start with the Golden State and... Number 10, Sacramento. The sunshine in California is legendary. One of the main reasons people move to California is the sunshine. I was in Sacramento in October of 2018. It was like 85 degrees the whole weekend, sunny and filled to the brim with homeless. In Sacramento, there are 218 parks and parkways totaling 4,330.7 acres of land for public use. And about 213 of those parks have very tanned homeless people spending the night in them, I'm sure. Okay, maybe not 213, but a bunch of them do. And they all have tans. I noticed that while I was there. Every homeless person had an incredible tan. Now, I'm sure there's Canadians watching documentaries about homeless in California thinking if they can't afford rent, how are they affording a tanning membership? The percentage of sunny days in Sacramento is 78.5%. Number 9, Flagstaff, Arizona. Flagstaff, Arizona carries the nickname of the City of Seven Wonders. It's because it's got 7 incredible land features, including a national forest, a couple monuments, some great hiking canyons, and of course the granddaddy of all of them, the Grand Canyon. The really good news is you can visit these locations and be relatively sure you'll have a nice clear day whenever you go there. And it's a good thing they rarely have cloud cover because it's also home of the Lowell Observatory. This is the place that found the planet of Pluto in 1930. You know, Pluto, the one that was a planet, then someone said it wasn't a planet, it was just a couple of rocks, then I guess they said it was a dwarf planet, and you know, honestly, I don't think they like being called dwarfs. I think they prefer little planets. The percentage of sunny days in Flagstaff is 78.6%. Number 8, Reno, Nevada. This one caught me by surprise. Then I remembered almost every single time I've been to Reno, it was during the holidays and they get some snow. The last time I was there, it was during the summer. I think it was actually in August of 2017. And it was kind of nice. Reno is famous for being the second Nevada city. It's just not as sleazy, but still has great gambling. Reno has dry, hot summer days, so many of the residents and the visitors skip the gambling and the casinos and head down to things like the Truckee River Whitewater Park, which is kind of cool. It's got like little rapids in the middle of town. They also have a thing at the Whitney Peak Hotel. They've got a climbing wall. That climbing wall is pretty cool. It's outside and it goes all the way to the top of this 20-some-odd story hotel. And with a 79% chance that you'll have sunny weather, you should give it a try. I think I made it 15 feet up and called it good. That's just me though. Number 7, Fresno, California. Ask anyone from Fresno how summers were growing up in Fresno, and they might start to cry. Fresno gets hot, and it never seems to have wind. That's my own personal experience. Never seems to be windy there. Not even a light breeze. It's rough. Fresno has an average of 36 days of triple-digit heat each summer, but in 2018, they had 57 days of 100 temperature weather, and that set a new record well past their 30 consecutive days of triple-digit weather, and that was in July and August. And that's a rough summer. I was there, I think 2017, maybe 2016. Anyway, I may have eaten my body weight in tacos. They had this taco truck festival thing going on. Oh man, it was incredible. It's kind of bad when you're looking at taco trucks going, you know, I think I could just fit one more in, but you could barely walk. Yeah, that was a great festival. You have a 79.4% chance of having sunny weather in Fresno on average. Number 6, El Paso, Texas. El Paso is a border town that has one of the largest military installations in the United States, right there in the city, kind of. It's sort of in the north area near the El Paso International Airport, Fort Bliss. You also have clear skies for most of the year in El Paso, and the city's nickname is Sun City, and for good reason. They get a lot of sun. They also get very hot and dry summer days that feel like you're just a $24 Uber ride away from the actual sun. That's how hot it is. Franklin Mountain State Park is a good place to enjoy a summer day and try not to get heat stroke. Franklin Mountain Park is the largest urban park in the contiguous United States that's completely within the city of El Paso. The annual average percentage of possible sunshine in El Paso is 84%. Number 5, Tucson, Arizona. Tucson is in the Sonora Desert and it's known for its great Mexican food. The food is hot and so is the weather. The last time I did a video that mentioned Tucson, I had some jackaloon give me a hard time because I said a swamp cooler didn't cut it in Tucson. You need AC if you don't want to sweat most of the year. This clown worked it around where he was offended I was promoting environmental killing AC units. When I kind of shot that down, he switched to only, people in poverty can afford swamp coolers, so obviously I hate poverty. It was just weird. He was more heated than the weather and the food. He was also part of the reason I tell people that being offended is not a skill or a talent. You need to just not complain so much. Anyway, the summers here are very hot. The temperatures regularly climb into the hundreds. They almost never have humidity, so, that's good. Humidity and 100-degree weather always sucks. My suggestion is put on some sunscreen and go get some Mexican food and enjoy some AC. And if you see some clown pushing a swamp cooler in a shopping cart and crying, that would be the guy from the last one. The annual average percentage of possible sunshine is 85%. Number 4, Phoenix, Arizona. Arizona's capital city is the most heavily populated capital city in the US, and I don't know why I didn't know that. And I still don't know why it is. Probably because I'm one of those people that isn't big on hot weather. Most people prefer hot weather. The summer sun in the Valley of Sun could make a Tucson dude with a swamp cooler move to Minnesota. Phoenix averages more than 100 days a year, topping 100 degrees. That's 100 days of triple digits, with temperatures above 110 not being uncommon. Those super hot days, most locals stay inside with their air conditioning, not their swamp cooler. Or they do something like go to the movies. Just anything with air conditioning and to stay out of that heat. It gets rough. The annual average percentage of possible sunshine in Phoenix is 86%. Number 3, Las Vegas, Nevada. Las Vegas is the only place I know where people go to visit, lose a couple months worth of paychecks, and then tell you they had a great time. Then they turn around and ask for a loan to buy some bread and Gatorade. Las Vegas does amazing things to people, including sunburns. I think a smart business plan in Las Vegas is a skincare line that comes with booze already in it. That way you'll always remember to put your lotion on. Las Vegas has more than 100 casinos in the metro area. The mostly sunny days are clear and hot with temperatures into the 100s almost all summer. If you're less than 20 pounds overweight and want to hang out by the pool, that's really good news. When you're over 20 pounds overweight like me, you sit there and look like you're waiting for a bus most of the time. If you're not there for the pool, the casinos are always well air conditioned. The average annual percentage of possible sunshine, 85%. Number 2, Redding, California. Have you ever heard of Redding, California? Most people haven't outside of Northern California. Not a lot goes on here. Other than oppressive heat. Redding is known as the trails capital of California. They have tons of hiking and biking trails in the hills surrounding the city. With over 300 days of sunshine, Redding is the second sunniest city in the US. The Sacramento River is the longest river in California and it runs right through town. I've never been fly fishing, but I have an army buddy that lives just outside of Redding in a place called Anderson, and he said the fly fishing is decent, does it all the time, which is good because it's so freaking hot there, and when you fly fish you get to stand in a river for hours at a time. Side note, I told him what my video was about and he mentioned he started marking down what the first day of the year was that they get over 90-degree weather each year for the last 15 years now, and he said in that 15 years, he figures it's about 2 weeks sooner than it was in 2005, but he said his data's not complete because he needs to get over 20 years. Anyway, you're probably thinking, why would a man randomly do that? He got his degree in meteorology, and he worked for the government for like 20 years after 10 years in the army. So yeah, that's his kind of brain that he does stuff like that. Actually, he retires April 1st, so congratulations, Sergeant Andrews. Actually, that's what he was when I knew him. I'm sure he's had other titles since, 1989 or 90. The annual average percentage of possible sunshine in Redding, California is 88%. And number 1, Yuma, Arizona. Yuma, Arizona is the hottest city in the United States. They have so much sun, I think it's baking the brains of the locals. For proof of this, they don't seem to think that there's a problem that the local high school sports teams are called the Criminals. I'm not kidding, Google it. Actually, it's a great story how that came to be. The school was established in 1909, and then the next year a fire broke out and burned down the school in 1910. The school then used the local prison, which had recently been closed, for the next 3 years to hold classes. The classes were held in the cell blocks. That same year, Yuma's football team was dubbed the Criminals by fans of Phoenix Union High School after losing the championship game to Yuma, and it stuck. The annual average percentage of possible sunshine in Yuma is 90%. It's actually a little over, 90.1%. That's a lot of sunshine. Alright, so that's the end of the video, but here's the question. With the upcoming election, do you want to see occasional political type videos? I mean, for this channel, like what states voted most this way, which states voted most that way, which states have switched, things like that. There's going to be a poll right here. Look at the red arrow up there. You click on that, it'll give you a poll, and please leave comments. Tell me your thoughts on it. I'd love to hear it. Don't forget all the links below. Everybody have a great day. Be nice to each other.